Hello there. What's going on, everybody? We have got ourselves a BX series Droid Commandos expansion preview, and it's so nice to get previews once again. We're going to break down everything that they gave us in this preview, talk about the BX series droids a little bit, our first special forces for the Separatists. This is going to be very exciting. Also, a little admin stuff. If you didn't already know, huge giveaway going on all month long for a $100 Amazon gift card, much bigger than my normal giveaways. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos to enter that. So that'll be running. I'll be announcing the winner to that towards the end of one of my videos during the Gen Con weekend, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you are looking to help support the channel, there's links down in the description below. You can find me on social media, Patreon if you want to support that way. If you want merch, there's merch links. We've got awesome new masks like the Darth Vader mask and Maul and all the other stuff, and especially with Anakin and Maul presumably being spoiled in a couple of days. That is going to be cool. So I'll be definitely bringing you guys lots more content over the next week as more news gets revealed. All right. With all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this particular expansion preview. We're talking about the BX droids today. We've got the awesome snipers. We got swords. We got guns. We've got shields. We've got just about every, kind of option here with these guys. And this is really cool because we've seen when these guys were first previewed a long, long time ago that they are going to have like that kind of acrylic insert into those shields, which is going to be just so cool. And it certainly has me thinking, all right, so when is this coming for Gungans? Because, hey, if we got it here, definitely need it for Gungans as well. We get a good look at the unit card here. So let's just talk about the unit card for those of you who weren't familiar already. They're a 4-point Special Forces unit. And now, like a lot of the other first Special Forces units we've gotten out of any of these factions, you're going to get two versions. You're going to get the full unit and you're going to get the strike team. And in this particular expansion, you're going to be getting enough to run 2 units. So that is going to be pretty cool. For 68 points, so that's a little expensive, you're getting a full unit here, which is going to be 4 miniatures, 1 health each, 2 courage, surge to hit, which is actually kind of nice considering they have 2 white dice for their ranged attack. And this is a range 3 ranged attack, which is not too common. The few units in the game that do have multiple dice per mini for a ranged attack generally tend to restrict that attack to range 2. So the fact that they're 1 to 3 with multiple dice, per mini is pretty cool because you can actually get a really good attack out of these guys potentially. And I think that's going to be my favorite way to try to play them. Now, the droids don't currently have fire support, so it's not like you can get, 10 dice plus, 11 more or something like that. So, you're going to be restricted a little bit, but still, it's pretty good. They have Scout 3, so they're going to be able to get, they're going to be good at ranged and at melee. Scout 3 is going to help them get into melee. These guys are going to be interesting to have them going after objectives. I mean, Scout 3, this is the first true Scout 3 unit. So, that's cool without having to take anything else. They've got Impervious. With a red defense die, that's going to be, make them a little bit tougher to kill. No defensive surge, though, so they can still die. They can definitely still die. Scale is a really great keyword. I love scale. Sharpshooter 1 is going to be really nice too. That just really goes in with their whole shooting. And AI, the AI commands for these guys are different. Dodge and move, right? So if you're not able to get them in order, and since they don't have that same relay that the B1 droids have, getting a whole chain of these guys is going to be harder. It's going to be harder to get these guys orders. Now, you can give them HQ uplink because they do have comms. They have heavy weapon training, comms, a gun, and grenades. So you can get them that stuff. And so, that's kind of cool. I just realized something too. While they're Scout 3, they're only movement 2. So they start off faster and then they kind of slow down. It's almost like they get shot out of a cannon onto the battlefield, which is pretty funny. Then, of course, we've got the strike team for only 20 points, of course, and it's also a heavy weapon. But it's weird to see AI dodge. I guess they're like hypermobile, right? Which means you're not going to be able to aim and shoot as often as you might like. I think HQ uplink is going to be a really good option on these guys, which is the only problem with that is that's awfully expensive. Alternatively, you could run, give them use their training slot, give them the offensive push, and give them tactical one. So this way, for that time that you can't get them in order, well, they can move, get an aim, and then shoot. That much would be kind of cool. So I could see doing something like that. Now, if you want to run them as a melee unit, you can give these guys some vibro swords, and that's going to give them charge, which is exceptionally good. They're speed 2 units, so charge is going to work really well there. That's going to make the AI move thing not such a big deal if you've got charge. Like, that's a potentially great way to do it. Plus, while it's 2 melee for that particular guy, you're still getting 1 melee for everybody else. So your melee won't be super great, right? You're looking at 6 dice total, which, but with surge to hit, is not bad. But you're also you're going to be able to get that free aim if you do take tactical. So that's an option, but I don't know if that's going to be the thing that everybody goes with. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is kind of cool. But if you don't want to run that guy, you can run the shielded, the deflector shields, and of course you have to choose, right? You can't have both of these. You can't have sword and board, basically. But for recovering, see, like, I really like the deflector shields guys probably the most, because if I'm running HQ uplink to give myself orders, I'm going to be doing recover a lot more frequently. And now there's a good reason to do that, right? A really good reason to do that. And especially, presumably someday, we'll see command cards for separatists that are going to let units, like, regular droids do a recover, like something kind of like a Veers kind of command card or something like that, that when you give somebody an order, they can recover. That'll be also especially good with these BX droids with deflector shields. So that much is pretty cool. And we have our 2 heavy weapons guys, just the 2 in this one, not like the ARC troopers that have 3. So, and that's okay. ARC troopers are special. The BX droid sniper is going to be nice because it's got range 1 to 5, and it's got the 2 red, which is very, very nice. So this will be really good for a strike team, I would think. You've got lethal 1, so you can spend that aim token. Now, it's not going to be the easiest thing. This is somebody that you're probably going to want to have an order. I mean, maybe you go ahead and you do give them the tactical 1, but then you're going to have to recharge. So this is somebody you definitely want to get an order. But yeah, like the aim token is going to be really good here, so you can pierce and or reroll. But I mean, with two red, you're probably not going to need to spend the aim token. So no, that's really good. I mean, especially with Pierce 1, you really just need the 1 damage. I mean, if you can get 2, that's even better. But that's a really good sniper. It's a really good sniper. And then you got your mine guy. Now, the clones didn't get the Saboteur. So they have a Dioxis mine Saboteur. And, of course, he's got arm and detonate. Arm, of course, lets you spend the action to place the mine within range 1. And detonate is after any action you can detonate 1. Yes, and so this is going to let you detonate the Dioxis mine. Only a Dioxis mine. And it's going to have blast and poison 1. It's going to be 3 dice with surge to hit. This is, not going to do as well against vehicles. This is really going to be for biological units. So this is an interesting mine. And of course, poison is one of those great things that'll just do an extra damage. So it's like really good to get around like Jedi or really tough characters that like to spend dodges to cancel things and things like that. If you can get that through, then they're going to take an extra damage too. And really only a medic is going to be able to heal that. So so that's pretty good. That's kind of I think about what we expected. And of course they're going to come with things like situational awareness, which is our new our new training, and that's going to let your dodges cancel crits. I don't know if that's going to be the best on these guys, but I mean, it's coming with everything in the wave. It's really a tauntaun thing. I mean, it might not be terrible, but I don't think I would use it on them. Droid poppers. This is a little bit masochistic, isn't it? Like for them to be running around with droid poppers, it's like a pig eating bacon. I don't know if that's really appropriate. But they're coming like with a lot of the stuff that we're seeing in this wave. They look pretty cool to me. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I am actually curious what configuration you're thinking of running these guys. I like the full unit but I like them with the shields, right? Like I like the idea of a full unit with. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I misspoke earlier, and I know somebody already left me a comment. You already left me a comment. Vibra Swords is not a dude. You can give this to everybody. So this would be a lot more dice than 6 dice. I absolutely misspoke before. So that one's on me. So I know somebody already left a comment. I know people haven't like. But that's what happens. Like no, the Vibro Swords isn't a dude. It's a weapon. You can have everybody use that weapon. So if we go into melee, that's gonna be really really effective. If you do want to put them into melee, I don't know if I'd be putting them in melee, but honestly, it'd be a pretty effective way to run them. And now that I think about it, if you don't want to worry about giving them orders, hey, they got to move anyway, so let them go ahead and charge. It's a great idea. And in that case. In the case of them running Vibro Swords, then maybe you go ahead and you put situational and awareness on them. So maybe their AI, first thing they do is dodge and then move into melee and charge and attack. Now they've got a dodge that they can cancel crits in case you've got some Jedi with surge to crit or something like that. It's going to swing back on them. You know, that's not a terrible idea. I'm kind of digging it. So I can see that being a way, but I think I'll probably more often than not be running deflector shields and the sniper rifle. But here he is. I think I'll probably do something like that. That's going to give me a really strong attack. I can split fire this way also. And even if I miss my order, and hopefully I'll probably have HQ uplink too, and I'll probably be doing recover from time to time. But even if I miss my order, I can still shoot split fire. I'm going to have hits on both sides. You know, I've got range 3 and range 5, or I can combine them all together. I've got surge to hit too. That's pretty good. And I've got a pretty good defense. I've got impervious and shielded. All right. I mean, I like it, man. I like it. It's pretty good. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys think of the BX droids. They look pretty strong. I don't know if I like them better than the ARCs. I will say straight up, I don't. I'm more excited about the ARCs, but these guys do look formidable. They might be like the surprise threat. Like they might not seem as crazy, but they look pretty good. All right, guys, that's all I've got. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for really great information. Next week, we're getting so much for all of these Star Wars games, and I'll be bringing it all to you. I want to thank you all so much. I want to thank my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and helped make all of this possible. Thank you so much for your continued support. And as always, have a great day.